Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Back's got it on the screen. He's past the 30. Turning it on! He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's chat just a little about Price. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman, gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Got him on the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly.
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got enough for the first down. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. This UConn offense really has it going. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your...
Touchdown, UConn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
UConn 14, Rice 0.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. At the 35, he's open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
He'll move the tight end. Keeps it himself. He'll do it himself. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Out wide left, it's Porter. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Long way to go on second down. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Huskies have it with a first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. UConn quick to the line. They'll run it. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and 19 on the season. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Brown will throw it. He's going to run it. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He'll work his way down to the 28. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Owls want to move quickly. Brown wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs. Here we go. Ready. 180. Ready, go.
Straight ahead, it's Reeder. He's got the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. And first down.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
Ready, go.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Quick give, it's Christian. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Trying to get started. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Brown will throw it. Move to his right. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Right side, it's Lane. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Owls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside, it's Jackson. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Rice rushes to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Using his legs, it's Christian. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Rides to the back.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Now on 2nd down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain its first down. Rice. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for the edge. There he goes. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Running the red zone. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. From the gun, it's Christian. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU, taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Horned Frogs, coming away victorious in an absolute instant classic. We'll have to check the record books to find the last time both teams went over 50 points. My goodness, what a game! The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They're going to ride this running back. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Out wide right, it's Lane. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Brown wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Owls in the hurry-up. Pushes ahead. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal for the offense. They want to throw it. Right side, it's Jackson. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. These red zone trips, red has meant stopped. They've got nothing in 3 previous tries. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. They come to the line on 3rd and goal, looking for their first points of the day. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when it's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Throws it off the RPO.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking.
Snags it and he's open. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Christian.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This UConn offense really has it going. Takes the handoff. It's Reeder. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Makes the grab.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Reeder. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Looking for the marker. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Rid of it on the RPO. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Still running at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. See some running room, and they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Got him right there.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Here's a little room there. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. Brown will throw it. Look out! And down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
But they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Bringing it back. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. UConn going back to work on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Left side is Porter. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Just smothered on the play.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Under pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Owls! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The UConn offense goes back to work. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here. Free up the gut. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UConn. Once he got some room, it was over.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for the offense to try to put together a fourth quarter drive to break a tie. Straight ahead, it's Jackson.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the corner. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Brown wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Keep it on the ground. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
Oh, he missed it, no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Keeps it himself. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Making the adjustment on the play. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment, and you're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Brown will throw it. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick give. It's Reeder. Runs through the tackle. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout,
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff again. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
with the score all time.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. They strike first in overtime. Dude, you talk about things you can't coach. Standing in and delivering the ball when you are taking it right in the mustache.
It's a great point, Reese, because you can't simulate that in practice. You don't let your quarterbacks get lit up in practice like that. I mean, that was almost a misdemeanor what that kid just went through, but boy, oh boy, showing you his experience, just showing you his toughness. You don't see that very often at the quarterback position.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play. Running inside. It's Jackson. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rice. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Stopped right there. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead. In overtime, Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown Owls. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, it's Reeder. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Burton. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. UConn quick to the line. Drops back on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Turns it upfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to pass. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Touchdown, Huskies! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.